Hey guys, how you going? Okay guys, tonight I'd just like to start by thanking all of you for being here and sticking with me and helping me grow. And I don't really count the numbers. I used to, but I don't really count the numbers anymore. And I also don't share my own videos. Not because they're bad, I just don't do it. And, I'm just doing my own thing here, growing organically. If people like me, they like me. If they don't, they don't. And if they do, they'll watch the videos, and just so that you know, what I do is I read alternative news, different points of view, theories, mysteries, and my own thoughts. And I never tell people what to believe. I would prefer that you go and do your own research. So yeah, I've just I'm reading a couple of things I wrote and other people wrote on Facebook, but I won't put it on the screen because on Facebook everyone's full names are on there. And just to try and protect people's private, things, I will keep that off the screen. Whereas on Twitter you can go by, all different nicknames and things like that. So, okay, on Facebook today there was another good one. You see Trump's arrogance, I see Trump's confidence. You see Trump's nationalism, I see Trump's patriotism. You hear Trump's unsophisticated words, I hear Trump's honesty. You see Trump's racism, I see Trump's words being misconstrued and twisted by the media daily to fit their narrative. You see Trump as a Republican, I see Trump as a patriot. You see Trump as a dictator, I see Trump as a leader. You see Trump as an authoritarian, I see Trump as the only one willing to fight for our freedoms. You see Trump as childish, I see Trump as a fighter, unwilling to cave in to the lies. You see Trump as an unpolished politician, I see Trump as a breath of fresh air. You see Trump as homophobic, I see Trump as the first president who has ever entered office supporting gay marriage. You think Trump hates immigrants? I know Trump is married to an immigrant. You see Trump putting an end to immigration in America? I see Trump welcoming immigrants to America legally. You see Trump's cages at the borders? I see Obama's cages at the borders. You see Trump with a struggling economy? I see Trump with an amazing economy until the Democrats shut it down. You see the violence in the streets and call it Trump's America? I see the violence in the streets of Democratic-run cities who are refusing Trump's help and call it liberal America. You want someone more presidential? Well, I'm happy we have someone who finally doesn't just talk the talk but actually walks the walk. You and I, we see things very differently. And I thought that was brilliant. And then there is, okay, here we go. The paradox of our time in history is that we have taller buildings but shorter tempers, wider freeways but narrower viewpoints. We spend more but have less. We buy more but enjoy less. We have bigger houses and smaller families, more conveniences but less time. We have more degrees but less sense. More knowledge but less judgment. More experts yet more problems. More medicine but less wellness. We drink too much, smoke too much, spend too recklessly, laugh too little, drive too fast, get too angry, stay up too late, get up too tired, read too little, watch TV too much, and pray too seldom. We have multiplied our possessions but reduced our values. We talk too much, love too seldom, and hate too often. We've learned how to make a living, but not a life. We've added years to life, not life to years. We've been all the way to the moon and back, debatable, but have trouble crossing the street to meet a new neighbour. We conquered outer space, debatable, but not inner space. We've done larger things, but not better things. We've cleaned up the air, but polluted the soul. We've conquered the atom, but not our prejudice. We write more, but learn less. We plan more, but accomplish less. We learn to rush, but not to wait. We build more computers to hold more information, to produce more copies than ever, but we communicate less and less. These are the times of fast food and slow digestion, big men and small characters, steep profits and shallow relationships. These are the days of 2 incomes but more divorce, fancier houses but broken homes. These are the days of quick trips, disposable diapers, throwaway morality, one-night stands, overweight bodies, and pills that do everything from cheer to quiet to kill. And that was apparently from George Carlin. Apparently George Carlin said that. I'd have to agree with most of it. Maybe not all of it, but most of it. But anyway, okay, let's get on with this. There's some really interesting things going on. Okay, Donald J. Trump. Tonight Flotus and I tested positive for COVID-19. We'll begin our quarantine and recovery process immediately. We will get through this together. POTUS will be well insulated, protected on AF1 and abroad, specific locations classified, while these operations are conducted due to the nature of the entrenchment. It is time to take back our country and make America great again. Let us salute and pray for the brave men and women in uniform who will undertake this assignment to bring forth peace, unity, and return power to the people. Okay, this is something else. This is not what it looks like. It truly is not what it says. And then you got this by my to get her together, to get her. Is this it? This is getting really interesting. Okay, and this by Rise Up Melbourne. 7 infections, the state still closed, 2 elderly, already dying, deaths. When will this nonsense stop, Victoria? This is literally beyond insane. Strangely, it seems like this COVID is seasonal. As the sun comes out in Melbourne, somehow it's fading away. Funny that. Imagine a virus so deadly we'd find people to take it seriously. Oh, we'd have to find people to take it seriously. Think about that. And this by E, at E the Friendly. I don't know who this is, but it came up in my feed and I'll read it so we can all have our own opinion and point of view and decide for ourselves if it's right or not. For TBT, let's cover very old ground. One of my first posts years ago was about Li-Fi tech and its spying capabilities. LED bulbs, all of them, can be used as listening devices. This is why the government pushed them on you. See the Energy and Independence Act of 2007. What do you think? That's all to that. I thought it was a thread, but it's not. Okay, and again, 7 infections from 6.7 million Victorians. Look at the infection rate versus population. Staggering, mind-blowing nonsense. Oh dear. It's about to break. That's why this is happening. Okay, and this from George Papadopoulos. Things will never be the same. They will be better. Because they will. Guys, I think what's going to happen after all this is over is nothing like we have ever seen. Nothing like in the last few hundred years. It's huge what's about to happen. And even, okay, I also had put something on Facebook today, and it's a meme that says witches, old souls, protectors of the earth, defenders of the right, speakers of the truth, guardians of the animals, lovers of the rivers, worshippers of the moon, followers of the sun, seekers of enlightenment, believers in equality, practitioners of magic, protesters for nature, warriors against darkness, fighters against ignorance, and voices for victims. And I wrote, this is a call. Coming from a Christian point of view, I believe there could have been light and dark witches, or there is light and dark witches. But the light ones being the ones that were blamed for the dark ones' actions way back and were burnt at the stake, hung, or whatever they were for that. But I believe a lot of the people that happened to were actually innocent. And as we know, the dark ones always hide in the dark. So they're not going to get caught. And plus they're in power anyway. But right now, anyway, we need the light workers, white witches and Christians to stand together to save every little bit of good left in the world and push out the good vibes and the love. We're not enemies of each other, but the powers that be want us to think that way. We need to stand up and work together, because united we stand, divided we fall. And yeah, that's just how I think. We need to all stand together. It doesn't matter what spiritual side you take. If you believe in good and bad, simple as that, and you believe you're a good person, stand up. And this from Free Australian. Seeing the Premier gives me anxiety, says woman suing the Victorian government. Yeah, well, if I was in Victoria, he gives me anxiety when I don't even watch TV. But when I do see him, it's on Twitter or Facebook, and that's enough to give me anxiety. And this from CJ Truth. This could be the funniest video of the day. No wonder Joe said they are an idea. This is embarrassing. And this is Antifa.
Get the storytelling, motherfuckers. Let me tell you a little something about my family. I come from a very, very long line of Hammer. And you know, my mom always told me, you never want to be the nail. Never that. You want to be the fucking hammer.
The hammer.
Because once you become the hammer, so you become unstoppable.
Stop, baby.
And that's where I got all these hammers. Right from my bloodline. This fucking bloodline. And it's fucking hammer, baby. Fucking hammer time.
That was... I don't even have words anymore. What was that? That is Antifa? Oh my goodness. These are the kind of kids that plan things in the basement, in mum's basement. Because they're not that old. They may not be that young either, but they're not that old. This is so strange. Oh my goodness. Okay, and this from Vincent Kennedy. Panic. New. The UN Shipping Agency International Maritime Organization says its website and intranet have been disabled by a sophisticated cyber attack, and its IT specialists have shut down key systems to prevent further damage. From Reuters. There's something about this too. You know, shipping people and sophisticated cyber attack. So was someone taking information and then its IT specialists have shut down key systems to prevent further information going out? Just a thought, guys, just a thought. And this one from Avi Yamini. Awkward moment, Dictator Dan posts a 2-year-old photo with smiling young apprentices to promote himself, only for them to turn around and say they don't have jobs anymore because of his lockdown. And it's this. And Dan Andrews posted it. And Emily Roberts says, I'm the female apprentice standing next to Dan, and all I can say is, this photo was taken 2 years ago, and why are you dragging me into this now, bruh? I'm not your friend. I'm not even working due to coronavirus lockdown in Melbourne. You tell him, love. Okay, and then this one from Rise Up Melbourne again. If it all goes to plan, Vic, an announcement in the next week. I can't say too much, but it will be epic. A legal avenue has been sought for the people to be heard. I ask everyone who cares about what's unfolding to send positive energy. Key moments happening in the next few days. Hang on, guys. Just hang in there. And from Sky News Australia. The US Senate Commerce Committee has unanimously voted to subpoena the heads of Google, Facebook and Twitter to front questions on their content policies. So I believe they're about to get in trouble too. Expect things to happen, guys. Expect something to go down. Okay? And I've also heard that the good team, has a new quantum system ready to go, I think they're ready, for the internet to switch back to, it's a blockchain, peer-to-peer type thing. So, and the internet was good when we had peer-to-peer stuff, like Napster and BearShare, and you could get all sorts of things. Movies, TV shows. It was really good. But we need, I believe if we're going to have the internet, we need peer-to-peer. Okay, this one from Fiona Patton MP. I don't want to alarm or trigger anyone, but I think this might lead to a tunnel under Parliament. Stairs. Where is this? And that's a Mason building, you can tell by the work. Is that in Parliament, is it? I don't know, I've never been there. Maybe someone else can tell me. Is there more to this than just that? No. And a bit of a nasty comment from this person here. But I wouldn't worry about that. I don't know, it's like water off a duck's back now. Even with trolls, I'm not going to respond to them anymore because don't feed them. And that's it for tonight, because that was last night's one. Okay, I found something else interesting. This from the Gateway Pundit. Yep. Vile. Democrats show their true colours in response to Trump announcing he and Melania tested positive for coronavirus. Okay. In what will likely come as a surprise to absolutely no one, Democrats showed their vile, true colours as they could not contain their absolute glee over the situation. Countless verified accounts immediately began wishing death upon the president. Oh, my cat's on the table pushing everything around. Whoa. Responses from cold and callous to outright evil. Okay, so that's where he announced it. These are messages. It's the October surprise we've all been waiting for. And then someone wrote, so Trump got COVID, huh? Well, if he dies, he dies. Lovely. Says someone wearing a mask and totally brainwashed. Yeah, there you go. I'm not even going to read them. I'm not saying that about him. President Trump and many others travel with Hope Hicks this weekend, who seems to be the first in inner circle to test positive for the virus. So I think there's something big going on, guys. And he did it at midnight. Like, okay, here. After midnight on Friday, which is today. This is it. This is the beginning and part of October and October surprise. And I had a funny feeling something weird would happen to Trump to make him go somewhere. Yeah, you know what I mean, don't you? To be out of the way. Okay, guys, I'm going to leave it there for tonight. Let me know what you think about this, about all of this. You've got Google and Facebook and Twitter to front, and that'd be about the law that was changed, I believe. Now they can't claim they're both a platform and a publisher. And then some great news about Victoria, Dan being called out, and the UN shipping agency. So that was just a bit of a recap, and these jokers here, my goodness, clowns to the left of us, jokers to the right, and here we are stuck in the middle with each other. Or here I am stuck in the middle with you guys, you know? Yeah, so, my God, that's just, yeah, I think if anyone sees this picture now for the rest of their lives, they're gonna go, ooh, get those weird shivers. Yeah, and let me know what you think about the LED bulbs as well, guys. I heard they were doing it with TVs and things that have like a standby light and all that sort of stuff, but let me know what you think. Okay, guys, I'll leave it there and I will talk to you very soon. Okay, guys. Bye.